Marathon. The air was thick with anticipation as the city hosted the annual marathon. The route wound through iconic landmarks from the shadow of the Eiffel Tower to the banks of the Seine, culminating at the majestic Arc de Triomphe. Among the thousands of runners, two stood out, not just for their pace, but for their intensity of their competition. Jean-Pierre, seasoned French marathoner with a reputation for never giving up, and Alessandro, an Italian newcomer known for his explosive speed. As the race progressed, it became clear that this was not just another marathon, it was a duel. Jean-Pierre and Alessandro ran neck and neck, their steps synchronized like the heartbeat of the city. The crowds cheered, but their shouts were a distant echo to the two men, their focus razor sharp on the finish line. Jean-Pierre, with his experience, knew every inch of the course. He paced himself, his strategy like a chess game, anticipating Alessandro's moves. Alessandro, on the other hand, was all fire, his youth and ambition pushing him to take risks, to surge ahead when he saw a chance. As they rounded the final bend near the Champs-Élysées, the Arc de Triomphe loomed ahead, the finish line a mere breath away. The two runners were locked in their own world, the sound of their breathing and the pounding of their hearts drowning out the roar of the spectators. Jean-Pierre felt the fatigue in his legs, but his mind was clear. One misstep, he thought, and it's over. He glanced sideways at Alessandro, whose face was set in determination, sweat glistening on his brow. The last stretch was a blur. Alessandro made his final push, his body leaning forward, arms pumping for that extra inch. Jean-Pierre responded with everything he had left, his legs screaming in protest but obeying his will. In those final moments, the world seemed to slow. They crossed the line, their bodies so close that for a split second it was unclear who had won. They stumbled past the finish, collapsing into the pavement, chests heaving, eyes locked on each other, searching for victory or defeat written in the other's gaze. The officials rushed over with their measurements. After what felt like an eternity, the result was announced. Jean-Pierre had won by a mere 2 inches. The crowd erupted, but the true drama was between the two men. Jean-Pierre, gasping for breath, managed a weak smile, extending a hand to Alessandro, who took it, his own smile laced with the bittersweet taste of defeat. "You ran like a lion," Jean-Pierre said between breaths. "And you, like a wise old wolf," Alessandro replied, the respect evident in his voice. As they were helped to their feet, the medals around their necks, they knew they had both won something far greater than a race. They had pushed each other to their limits, revealing the finest aspects of human spirit. In Paris, under the watchful eyes of history, they had not just run a marathon, they had forged a bond through competition that only those who have seen the edge of their capabilities can understand.